Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing, O Canada.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It is my honor to declare a convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Gaena, the Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations, including Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nation. The University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name for this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. And the City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. It's such a pleasure to welcome today's graduates who sit before me, along with family and friends, to this morning's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Elizabeth Cannon, and I are pleased to welcome this morning's honorary degree recipient, Peter Mansbridge. Welcome also Ms. Allison Love, Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, Ms. Britt Paris, President of the Graduate Students Association, members of our Board of Governors, the Alumni Association Board of Directors, the University Senate, our senior leadership team, and members of our Students' Union and Graduate Students Association. Welcome Dr. Drew Marshall, Provost and Vice President Academic, and Adrienne Tom, our distinguished graduate. Dr. Brian Norford, Chancellor Emeritus and past honorary degree recipient. Dr. Terrence White, President Emeritus, University of Calgary. And welcome past honorary degree recipients, Dr. Mary Rosé de Coquet and Dr. Francis Wright. And a warm welcome to professors and staff from the Faculties of Arts and Graduate Studies. Thank you all for the hard work that you've done over the years to support our graduates. To family and friends, you're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a shared sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degree, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for the love and support you've given to our graduates. Thank you. And in fact, graduates, let's pause for a moment because as you picked up, what I just said was important. As you know, we're currently in the middle of the Stanley Cup Finals. And one of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, the scorer will turn to the player who got the assist and will point to that person so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. So this upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around and find your family and friends in the bleachers. In fact, graduates, stand up. Stand up, graduates. Point to those people who assisted you in graduating today. Wave and cheer, make some noise, show them you're grateful for all their support and encouragement. Well done. Thank you, graduates. Have a seat. And to our assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2017. Woohoo! Our university celebrated a significant milestone last year, turning 50 years old. Your graduation will forever and uniquely kick off the next half-century of pride at the University of Calgary. And it's also Canada's 150th anniversary this year, so you are graduating at a particularly special time in history. Besides celebration, Convocation is also a time for reflection. Whenever we reach a milestone, it's appropriate to pause and take stock of what just happened. For many of you undergraduates here today, your first week at the University of Calgary began several years ago with student orientation and an induction ceremony. I attended last year's induction ceremony, and I enjoyed the remarks to the first-year students by a recent graduate, Nolan Hill. And I was particularly intrigued by Nolan's statement that he is today a transformed person with different skills, attitudes, and perspectives than 4 years ago when he began his undergraduate education. How has time at the University of Calgary transformed you? You are undoubtedly more independent with new knowledge and skills. Your perspectives about our world and your personal relationships have evolved. Your beliefs and priorities have changed, and you're more confident than when you first stepped on our campus. How did this transformation happen? Well, your experiences in lectures, labs, and tutorials had something to do with it. So did your positive relationships with professors, TAs, and other students. Your involvement in clubs, sports, and student government stretched you. The unique culture at the University of Calgary that focused on research, creative activity, hands-on experiences, and entrepreneurial thinking also played a role. The barrage of quizzes, midterms, finals, term papers, and projects has been non-stop. The pace has been rapid and not always fun. Of all phases of life, perhaps the university years are the most dynamic. Be aware, however, that personal transformation is not limited to the academic years. Humans evolve and progress throughout life. Ongoing life experiences spark personal growth. To become vibrant, self-reliant, resilient, problem-solving citizens, we continually change and evolve. If I had the capability to go back in time and to give advice to 22-year-old me, I would recommend that I take more time for self-reflection, reflecting on where I came from, how I got here, and where life could take me. Someone once said, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. Of course, as an astronaut, I buy into that. If I don't have feedback from the Canadarm2 position and rate sensors, then I can't control the robot arm's trajectory to maneuver a payload around the outside of the space station. This measuring and managing axiom also applies to life in general. We need to regularly measure what has transpired in our lives and manage our future the way we'd like. We shouldn't let life control us. We shouldn't go with the flow, We need to be in charge. Here's a suggestion. Divide the rest of your life up into 4-year increments, as though life is a series of university degrees. Pause at the end of each of those increments and ask yourself if your life has undergone significant change and if you are transforming as a person. If the pace of change slows or stops, we need to be concerned. If I'm doing the same things in the same way as I did 4 years ago, then something is amiss. If the way I conduct a spacewalk or make a public presentation or plan an event is the same as previously, then I'm not innovating nor progressing. If the opinions that I hold today are the same as they were 4 years ago, then I'm in a rut. You've been a student at the University of Calgary and excelled with flair. As you leave our campus, become a student of life, a lifelong learner, a lifelong producer. That kind of approach will produce transformation in your personal life as well as change in the world. I'll close by saying that what happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your mark in the world, and as alumni, you will always remain part of our University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Elizabeth Cannon to come forward to address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to see you here today on this very special occasion. I'd like to send a warm welcome to our many distinguished guests, our honorary degree recipient, Peter Mansbridge, our distinguished graduate, Adrienne Tom, members of our board, Senate, senior leadership team, leaders of our student union and graduate student association, all of the many friends, faculty members, students, staff, alumni, and family who are here today to show such wonderful support to this graduating class. And I'd like to send a very special welcome to you, our graduands, as we celebrate this very important milestone in your lives. Today is a defining moment that marks just how far you've come over the course of your student experience. You've faced many challenges and opportunities, and in response, you've grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. The last few years have been a time of true self-discovery, and each one of you is a different person because of it. At the same time that you can look back and feel proud of all that you've accomplished, you can also look forward to the many new challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. You are part of a unique generation of creative and innovative thinkers. You care about making a difference, and our university is incredibly proud to count you as one of our own. We're also not the only ones who feel pride today. All of the family, friends, and other supporters joining us here also recognize your hard work and the tremendous potential you hold for the future. So as you prepare to walk across this stage, I hope you stand tall and take pride in all that you've accomplished. Now, I'm joined on this stage by those who care deeply about excellence in learning. They're passionate about the quality of higher education, and they're dedicated to the success of our students. Please join me in thanking them, the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of the board and Senate, chancellors past and present, and many community supporters. Those on stage, please stand so we can thank you for your commitment to our students and our university. Thank you. Every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and as president of the university, I consider it a great honor to preside over this very special tradition. Each year, we have students who have achieved the extraordinary in their academic work, their community service, and their dedication to making a positive impact. I'd like to share two of these inspiring stories from this graduating class. The first story is of Schuyler Desjardin, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama. Schuyler has been an exceptional student throughout his studies, designing innovative theatre sets for our Department of Drama, fringe productions, and theatre companies in and around Calgary. He was also part of the team representing our university and Canada at the Prague Quadrennial of Performance, Design, and Space, a world-renowned event that is often described as the Olympics for theatre designers. And Schuyler was a recipient of the Pure Research Award, our program for undergraduate research experience. He applied this award to explore new methods and applications for low-technology moving light. Schuyler is already a key contributor to his field, and he has an exciting future ahead. Congratulations, Schuyler. Our next student story is of Teresa Lane, who will be a two-time alumna from our university after today. Teresa already holds a Bachelor of Music from us, and she graduates this morning with a Master of Music in Violin Performance. Teresa was the youngest instrumentalist ever to win a full-time, tenured position in the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra. Incredibly, she held this position while she was an undergraduate student, and later, graduate student, maintaining a stellar academic record alongside a demanding performance schedule. During her master's degree, Teresa also held a grant from the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, which supported her research on the unique violin techniques of Roma and klezmer music. Teresa is not only a leader through her academic work and musical performances, she is also an active volunteer who has given back to the community in numerous ways. Congratulations, Teresa. These stories are just a few examples of the exceptional leadership of our students. Together, you demonstrate this university's shared values of collaboration, excellence, and curiosity. And I know this because I've had the opportunity to witness it firsthand. As Chancellor Thirsk noted, this past year the University of Calgary celebrated its 50th anniversary. And through this year, we held a number of regional alumni events. I had the opportunity to connect with alumni living right here in Calgary and in places like Hong Kong, New York, Toronto, and San Francisco, among many others. These alumni were inspiring in all manner of ways, but two things were obvious: the tremendous pride these alumni had in their alma mater and the extraordinary level of accomplishment they had reached. These alumni, and all of you here today, demonstrate what is possible when we invest in our students. Given the right support and resources, you are capable of sparking positive change in our city and around the world. And recognizing this fact, our university reached out to the community to energize our Eyes High strategy, which is our institutional vision. We received over 10,000 different points of feedback from people like you to find out how our university should continue supporting the success of this generation and generations to come. There were two key areas that really stood out from our feedback: the importance of a student experience and of our campus culture. Our student experience needs to ensure that our students have the opportunity to conduct their own research, test their ideas, start a business, contribute to their communities, or connect with other learners and experts. We want to continue to foster and grow these experiences and offer even more assistance to our students so they can excel. That's why we've woven both campus culture and student experience in our Energized Eyes High strategy. We are building on our campus culture to increase our inclusivity and supportive campus environment through initiatives like our campus mental health strategy and our upcoming Indigenous strategy. We're advancing opportunities to help our students and faculty thrive as innovators and creators with programs like the newly launched Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. The Hunter Hub was made possible by a $40 million gift from Calgary's own Hunter family, which was announced just last week. They want to ensure that the University of Calgary is Canada's most entrepreneurial university in this country's most enterprising city. These examples are just the beginning as we continue towards our goal of building a more resilient Calgary and preparing our graduates for success. So graduates, this is our investment in you, and it has been worth it. You are leaders and creators, problem solvers and change makers who join an alumni community of over 170,000 strong in 152 countries. You have the talent and the education to take you wherever you want to go, and I know that you will indeed go far. So congratulations to each and every one of you, and please keep your eyes high. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Aretha Van Herk, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Peter Mansbridge, please stand. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, fellow faculty, graduates. Canadians know two absolute certainties. Sooner or later, winter will arrive, and we will hear this measured sentence. Good evening, I'm Peter Mansbridge. And this is the National. Peter Mansbridge has been our guide through dozens of leadership races and elections, state funerals and Olympic ceremonies, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Oka crisis, through the tunnels at Vimy, and into the skies beyond. We have journeyed with him in our living rooms and screens, knowing that he is trustworthy and steadfast, will impart information with precision and composure. Beneath that composure, though, is a man of character and self-deprecating humor. Imagine, he can manage Rex Murphy, Andrew Coyne, Chantal Hébert, and Althea Raj with effortless aplomb. Experience counts. Over his career, he has conducted some 15,000 interviews, from Barack Obama to Desmond Tutu, from the Dalai Lama to Naheed Nenshi, and we know he's the most difficult. He asks the questions that want answers. Those same questions help us to understand our diverse country. He is a part of Canada's DNA. But these are the facts. Peter Mansbridge is the chief correspondent for CBC News. He anchors CBC TV's nightly news program, The National, and he hosts Mansbridge, One-on-One. He has won dozens of awards for his journalism and reporting and has been named to the Canadian News Hall of Fame as well as the Order of Canada. Most important, in Disney's animated film, Zootopia, he voiced the character of news anchor Peter Moosebridge. A few short weeks ago, a job tweet appeared. CBC Radio in Thompson is looking for announcer-operator to engage northern audiences and share their stories. Peter Mansbridge retweet says everything. You will never know where it may lead. He was a 19-year-old baggage handler filling in as a flight announcer in Churchill, Manitoba, when a CBC producer heard him say, Transair Flight 106 for Thompson, La Paz, and Winnipeg is now ready for boarding at Gate 1. Canada's voice was discovered. Yes, Peter Mansbridge is Canada's voice, a voice speaking to and for all Canadians, a voice of unfaltering candor and accuracy. We know his neckties, his quizzical eyebrows, his genuine smile. We know he loves to tweet images of icebergs and the northern lights. We are quietly proud that his is the voice reflecting our country and our people. Eminent Chancellor, let us honor this anchor to our continued understanding, this man who offers to us informational daily bread, this balance and ballast who dares to speak discomfort to power, and who most of all embodies and epitomizes our desire to know the truth. On behalf of the Senate and the University, I invite you to invest Peter Mansbridge with the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
I admit you, Peter Mansbridge, to the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
So, I think the first thing we should do is change that opening to the National. How about good evening? I'm Dr. Peter Mansbridge. Chancellor, President, faculty, staff of the University of Calgary, soon-to-be graduates, and their friends and family who surround you today, as they have done all their life, all your life. I'm honored to be here today, to be a part of this moment, to share it with you. You richly deserve the accomplishments that are about to be bestowed upon you. You have every reason to be proud. You have every reason to celebrate. And so do your family and friends celebrate with you. You know, the role of the honorary degree recipient is usually to give an address with perhaps some advice to those about to graduate. I often think of the famous Canadian actor Lorne Greene. None of you probably know who he was, but some of your parents and grandparents certainly will remember Lorne Greene. He got an honorary doctorate, I think it was at Queen's University, many, many years ago. And so he went through the ceremony that I just went through. He came up to the microphone and he looked at the crowd and he said, get a good bed. You're going to spend a third of the rest of your life on it. You want to be comfortable. Then he turned around and sat down. That was it. Now, you probably wish I'd be that quick, but I'm going to take a few moments longer. Not many, but a few, because I've thought a lot about what I'd like to talk to you about today. A couple of months ago, I had the pleasure of seeing your mayor speak at a conference that we were both attending in Ontario. And she said something that day that really resonated with the audience, and it resonated with me. It was about his vision of the future of this city. In fact, his vision about the future of the world. Here's what he said. The future of humanity is community. The future of community is service. Let me repeat that. The future of humanity is community. The future of community is service. Now, that's a powerful vision of our future. To me, service is the act of caring about and helping those around you, regardless of who they are or where they're from. That each of us sees the world as bigger than ourselves, bigger than our individual problems, bigger than our individual successes. That we see in each other what unites us, not what divides us. But I fear as a society that we may be losing ground on that desired vision. The world's a complicated place, we know that. It's also a dangerous place, not only from war or terror or disease, all of which consume us and challenge the way we live. But the world is complicated from something else, something that's much more subtle. We seem to be losing the will, not the ability, but the will to understand each other, to recognize that having different perspectives can actually be a really good thing. We are relishing our divisions in a way that scares me, because when you start identifying people or their views as the other, well, that's when the problems begin. It's the inability to accept points of view that we don't share. It's our lack of caring to understand things that don't fit into our worldview. It's at best belittling those who don't agree with us, and at worst, it's hating those who don't agree with us. Hate. That is by far the greatest danger we face today. The Chancellor referenced hockey and the lessons of hockey. I always look at the end of a hockey series in the playoffs, two teams full of players who give it everything in the biggest games of their lives, who are out there ready to pummel each other, and they often do. Yet when it's over, there they are, all lining up, shaking hands, laughing, even hugging. Now, I don't know how sincere that is, but it's always struck me, and somehow this playoff season it struck me more than ever. I don't mean to trivialize the seriousness of the issues we face. The things that we often disagree on are much bigger than a hockey game. They're about our values, our livelihoods, the safety of our family and friends. The things that divide us are big things. We can't ignore that, and we shouldn't. We need to face our disagreements and our divisions head on, but with passion and conviction and respect. Because as I said, I sense that some of us have lost the ability to disagree without being mean. I could give you examples, big, small, true, false, but again, you're all smart people. You're wired people. You know that spending 10 minutes on social media will be enough to cover the spectrum. And that's how this pattern I worry about started, with anonymous trolls who relish in disrupting and shocking and outraging our collective moral sense of being. Now, I wish it was just that small, insignificant, disruptive group, but it's not anymore. Social media has exploded with hate from those who are actually very willing to identify themselves. In some cases, they're our neighbors, our friends, our leaders, our family. But hateful comments have moved beyond social media, way beyond. They're in our politics, in our media, on our streets, in our classrooms, in our living rooms. Now, I know it may sound like it, but I'm not suggesting everyone is like this, not at all. But the bar of what was once unacceptable has shifted, and it's hurting us as a society. This is a massive challenge. It's up to each of us, but it's now especially up to each of you to take this on. This isn't some abstract, be nice to others message. This is serious. It needs to be taken seriously. It needs to be challenged ferociously by each and every one of us in everything we do, in every choice we make. We need to challenge messages of fear, of hate, of falsehoods head on and with conviction, but not with more hate. Respect does not mean being weak or being quiet or being complicit. The time for nuance and kid gloves is done. Stand up against what you see as unacceptable. Fight against it with everything you have. The decisions you make for yourself when you walk out of this room later this morning will help chart the course of not only your future, but our future. Not just what you do, but how you do it. So do it with compassion. Do it with kindness, but always with respect. Govern your own behavior and set an example for others. Because if you don't do it, no one will. We, all of us who surround you today, have incredible faith in you. You give us hope. I see what you've accomplished today from an institute as respected as this one. Each of you opened your mind while you were here. Don't close it now. We need you. We depend on you. It's up to you to change the way we communicate, the way we talk to each other, the way we think about each other. We need you, simply put, to change our world. The challenge is that big. But you know what? I know, and we know, that you're up to it. I know you're going to be great. And we're going to thank you for it. So thank you for this. It's truly an honor to be here, to be a small part of your day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mansbridge, for accepting this honorary degree today. We're well aware of your demanding schedule, so for us, the University of Calgary, it's a rare opportunity to be able to confer it to you. You are a role model as an iconic and respected Canadian. You're an inspiration to our graduates and to our faculty for your reliable and insightful news reporting, your promotion of Canada and the Canadian North. Thank you very much for your thoughtful words.
Graduates, can you please stand? Eminent Chancellor and President, I present on behalf of the faculties of the university these graduates and those named in the program who are not able to attend the ceremony today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who've gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask all past graduates of the University of Calgary to also stand? It's wonderful to see so many of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Adrienne Tom, who will lead the Graduates Pledge. Adrienne graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in English in 2001, and she's a proud member of the Faculty of Arts Alumni Advisory Council. Adrienne started her career at the University of Calgary, where she first worked at the Schuyler School of Engineering in their internship program, and then later joined our university's career services team as a career advisor. In 2010, Adrienne founded her company, Career Impressions, and became Canada's first certified executive resume master. At Career Impressions, Adrienne serves as an experienced employment strategist, helping professionals advance their job search through cutting-edge career tools. Adrienne is an outstanding example of our university's values of excellence and collaboration. Please join me in welcoming Adrienne to deliver the Graduates Pledge.
Thank you. Graduates, I will now lead you through the Graduate Pledge, which is located on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read aloud. When we finish, you will say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will in my turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Lisa Young, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of Graduate Studies. All master's and doctoral students at the University of Calgary are registered in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, but they find their home in their Faculty of Study, for today's graduates, the Faculty of Arts. It gives me great pleasure to join with my colleague, Dean of Arts Richard Sigurdsson, in congratulating today's graduates. These individuals are poised to be leaders in research and in helping us to understand the complex world we inhabit. Many have overcome significant adversity to earn their degrees today and have demonstrated grit in the face of that adversity. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Associate Dean Lisa Hughes and I have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Timothy Sean Cake. Cameron Mackenzie Clark. Veronica Guadagni. Danica Marie Hoffert. Tamara Ann Humphrey. Veronica Kirinova. David Nathan Laskin. Jason Michael Ponto. Gregory Allen White. Wendy Helen Wood. Igor Yakovenko. Valerie Ann Yankee Wayne. For the degree Master of Arts. Tiffany Lee Doherty. Amber Jean Hedges. Marielle Beatrice Igre. Kendralyn Leavitt. Stephen Lewis. Yi Lu. James Brent McDonald. Francisca Olaya Nieto. The degree Master of Music, Dennis Rafael Nasser. Lou Dunnan Vincent. Julie Lorene Harris. Rachel Alice Craner. Teresa Christian Lane. Lin Trong Wen. The degree Master of Science, Matab Mushipur. For the Master of Strategic Studies, Samantha Nicole Hossack. Harris Robertson Stevenson. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies.
So good to see you here. Congratulations. Well done.
Mr. Chancellor, Madam President, Dr. Mansbridge, colleagues, honored guests, friends and relatives of the graduates, and of course, graduates. It's an honor for me to congratulate you on behalf of all of my colleagues in the Faculty of Arts. We're so very proud of your accomplishments, and we look forward to hearing all the wonderful things that you will be doing. I'm sure that among you, like Adrienne, there will be some of you who will create your own businesses, and other entrepreneurial efforts will come forward. Perhaps you'll be a news anchor or an astronaut. The world is really open to you, and we hope that you will stay in touch with us as an active member of the University of Calgary and the Faculty of Arts Alumni Associations. Eminent Chancellor, on the authority of the Faculty Arts Council, we present the following graduates.
For the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Culture, Multidisciplinary, Riaz Ali. Brianne Margaret Bancroft. Ian Edward John Brown. Rebecca Mary Chamon. Bianca Tasia Dabney. Jamili Al-Rafi. Jackie William Huang. Alexander William Johnston. Monique Trinidad Mercado. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Multidisciplinary and a Bachelor of Education, Miranda Lee Cochran Redpath. Deandra Jarrell Townsend. Kiever Samuel Burton Tremblay. Rylan Mitchell Weiss. Katie Marie Fitzsimmons. Cho Han Dustin Lowe. Travis Joseph Beal. Bryn Jeanette Hilsebeck. Samantha Kelly Leong McGregor. Rosanna Sarah Mascarenas. Michaela Ashley McQueen. William Douglas Stewart with distinction. Jessica Rachel Troutman. Corey Tyler Verstreppen. Karen Rodriguez, first class. For the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Culture, Nataline Nayanat Yol. Ismail Adediran Ajay. Brooke Kellen Anderson. Tanner Jace Stephen Ashton. Emma Brooklyn Bainbridge. Ava Maria Atienza Beltran. Tatiana Vladimirovna Bandarevna. Natalie Claudette Bourgeot. Tanis Christina Boyd. Hannah Jean Brees. Jillian Morag Brown. Rachel Jean Beisterveld. Megan Ashley Carrier. Julia Crystal Che. Sherry Joanna Sweeney. Eddie Kareem. Brooke Cody Davis. Alexandra Lynn Davioli. Nicole Ann DeBoer. Ankur Sanjay Desai. Arpan Kaur Dillon. Braden Ronald DeFresney. Noor Asani. Mika Melissa English. Brennan Griffin George. Brianna Vera Gooschuk. Joshua Stephan Gouda. Charlotte Patricia Hobson. Marianne Montilla Javier. Jan Jimenez. Fariel Khan. Felicia Kosis. Megan Kubica. Andre Lenoir Alva. Carl Patrick Latkovic. Kara Lehner. Madison Ray Lear. Christina Elise Claire Leonello. Dallas Bailey Little. Lauren Brenna Constance McDonald. Megan Jane McLean. Yana Mudasovsky. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama and a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Jessica Deanne McIntyre. Christine Elizabeth Melhorn with distinction. Rachel May Mulligan. Victoria Marie Ashley Nergard with distinction. Josephine Emmanuel Nwezi. Precious Mamayovwi Odudu. Sandhya Karishma Patel. Garrett Nicholas Powell. Alexandra Laurie Raymond. Melissa Leanne Solomons. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and a Bachelor of Commerce, Gurvinder Kaur Sangha. Aneka Shagner. Katie Susan Scott. Carly Ann Sakina with distinction. Kristen Adriana Spruitt with distinction. Lindsay Patricia Ann Stewart. Scott Thomas Strasser with distinction. Maximilian Alexander Sturley. Kennedy Diane Vickerstaff. Cindy Wen. Lauren Ariana Wolf. Kelsey Lynn Woods. Jane Mackenzie Ray. Cyrus Edward Yu. Kaiming Zhu. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Dance, Misha Mackenzie Bania. Pascal de Repetigny Lizotte. Madison Claire Dixon. Jennifer Rochelle Fridfinson. Odessa Jean Johnston. Brandon Maturino. Emily Margaret Mackay. Julia Laura Mitchell. Kimberly Marie Orr with distinction. Erin Marie Stanislaw. Miranda Dawn Stewart. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Film Studies, Kathleen Natasha Wackett. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies and a degree in Bachelor of Arts in English for Mary Andrea Garucho Arroz. Maria Rafaela Chieffo. Rory Stephen Rutherford. Elizabeth Marie Shaw. Andrew Hamilton Watts. Vanessa Christie Wenzel with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Geography, Niall Thomas Conity. Brianna Teresa Mollison Reed, first class. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Daniel Davidson Gardner. Katie Jane Owens. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Carly Louise Betzworth. Kelton Nicholas Coombe. Janessa Ann Pregnali. Leonie Dreyer. Daniela Gonzalez with distinction. Shah Farhan Al-Hafiz. Travis Jackson Hendricks. Taylor Emily Hides with distinction. Anita Elizabeth Kelly. Karampuch Perley Lennon. Brandon Murdoch Mackay Temesi. Claire Wasichi Mbaga. Umberto Enrique Mora Castellano. Scott Gordon Rideout. Mohammed Fodal Adam Salim. Marin Daniel Mustapik. Lurika Shkreli. Josiah Nigel Romero Sinanan. Ken Reindeer Sloot. Brittany Christina Wagner. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Law and Society, Singshen Bui. Jasmine Feather Dion, first class. Brandon Roger Forbister, first class. Andrea Ruth Lauinger, first class. Natalia Montanez, first class. Aya Haider Taher, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Justin Eugenio Azabadevo. Stephanie Corian Barron with distinction. Natasha Elizabeth Buguski. Baltij Singh Brar. Kelsey Marie Brown. Joash Charles. Kelsey Rianne Chmielewski. Joshua Roberto Codd. Alexandra Emily Crane. Bailey Cassandra Lynn Criar. Kelsey Renee Darcy with distinction. Atinder Dillon. David Dieppe. Laura Elizabeth Louise Diamant. Komi Anwa. Julia Marie Goodwin. Brittany Maria Grobemeyer. Samantha Taylor Hamilton. Marissa Haywood. Breton Elizabeth Hills. Danielle Delphine Hughes. Jenna Annalise Jandeworth. Sonia Elizabeth Kelly with distinction. Moranisa Khan. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Amy Kwang. Austin Jefferson Lennox. Laura Mackenzie Matthews. Cindy Meshi. Daniela Andrea Palacio with distinction. Mackenzie Alexandra Piska with distinction. Jasdeep Kaur Saini. Karnveer Singh. Melody Crystal Sintigo. David Thomas Stewart. Michael Brian Shevchik. Crystal Wong. Bilal Zahar. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Music, Jennifer Leslie Heidebrecht. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, Eric Dwayne Abraham, first class. Dominique Ashley Bonneville, first class. Lauren Heather Breen, first class. Kristen Rochelle Deschamps, first class. Caitlin Danielle Foster, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, first class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Archaeology with distinction, Kelsey Ann Friesen. Marie-Claude Francois Goulet Marchand. Claire Kimbley, first class. Tatiana Catherine Lund, first class. Janelle Marique Moran, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, first class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies with distinction, Melissa Barbara Mueller. Fong Nguyen, first class. Carly Erin Patterson, first class. Lindsay Beverly Pittman, first class. Mariam Qureshi, first class. Carly Sherrington Sears, first class. Prakriti Sharma, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, first class, and the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Women's Studies, first class, Michaela Dawn Summers. Jordan Ashley Termier, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, first class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with distinction, Sophia Weye Tran. Christina Gail Waldman, first class. Julia Rose Wiley Weaver, first class. Savithri Wawala, first class. Stephen Robert Williams, first class. Samantha Jade Whitnell, first class. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Isaac Boache Ajay. Mercedes Jane Bagshaw. Chloe Jasmine Bauer. Harrison Clark Dixon Boss with distinction. Jill Patricia Brandt with distinction. Lavni Kaur Brar. Alina Bobby Campbell. Jasmine Ashley Claude with distinction. Dale Elise Collard. Natalia Karnachetsky. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Community Rehabilitation with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with distinction, Danielle Ashley Davies. Sarah Kathleen Doty. Serena Ashagashan. Dakona Nadine Fancy. Kira Elise Fife. Laura Jamie Gamak. Lauren Gorman. Arshdeep Garewal. Nicole Haddad. Yafa Halabi. Fang He. Receiving 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with distinction and a Bachelor of Commerce with distinction, Thomas Brighton Hewitt. Heather Rose Holdsworth. Lai Kuip. Richard Kang. Nastasia Kalijic. Miranda Kipta with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics with distinction, Kennedy Ann Larson. Karina Cheng-Yi Lin. Perry James Meyer. Crystal Yvonne Marsh. Marvin Alfredo Melendez with distinction. Leah Ann Merritt. Aliyah Kauser Mohammed. Gia Lynn Olichny. Janae Genevieve Paul. Carly Nicole Pointer. Andrew Jonathan Schnell with distinction. Nikhil Mukesh Shah. Hannah Louise Sigmund. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Stephen Kaho Siu. Sumin Song. Mark Jordan Tehea. Maria Paulina Tovar de Benedetto. Navdeep Kaur Vining. Natalie Tammy Andrea Wall. Chen Chen Yi. Rayan Kodor Zaza. Receiving the Certificate of Completion Inclusive Post-Secondary Education in Psychology, Alexis Lowe. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Science, Technology, and Society, Mitch Bailey. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Sociology, Jian Zhang, First Class. Christopher John Robert Kohut. Dulce Erendira Sanchez Castro. Shannon Allen Seeger, first class. Rose Maria Ya Ado. Michelle Lynn Adrian. Yasmin Ali. Jessica Lauren Andrew. Jared Jude Anjahan. Lauren Elise Bakun. Lindsay Gail Chaland. Kimberly June Chang. Wesley Chung. Christopher Eric Dalen. Amanda Lynn Davis with distinction. Christine Hujian Fang. Haley Marie Fortini. Sarah Beth Foxton. Angela Gi Fung. Carla Garcia. Brittany Jade Gasco. Jaslyn Kaur Gruel. Kaylee Quinn Hamblin. Amanda Marie Hansford. Kyra Ray Lynn Horvath. Anna Leigh Hoshwa. Jiru Hang. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, Kelly Subin Kim. Talina Lee Klipak. Timothy Kirk. Ryan Jeffrey Lefebvre. Sharon Leung. Jasmine Veronica Amakosh Makabea. Juliet Yolanda Michelle McLean. Winnie Lee. Sonia Marjanovic. Julia Emily Aj. Hardeep Singh Parahar. Maria Christine Joy Mercado. Sammy Park. Chunsi Kwek. Marissa Barbara Ricci. Nicole Glorianne Salonga. Sanamjit Sekon. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Raki Ari Sharma. Jada Marie Shreenan. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and a Bachelor of Arts in History, Anya Christine Slave. Desiree Isabel Studley. Brittany Elizabeth Mary Stretch Carleon with distinction. Sarah Tao. Jaco Teng with distinction. Jennifer Lee Toner. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Education and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Carolyn Marie To. Jessica Lauren Van Dyke with distinction. Anthony James Vaney. Aaron Anderson Wick. Lucas Alexander Wilsteed. William Dalton Woodley. Amina Zejnalovich. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies, Mariam Abdul Hosseini. Andrea Paula Azareleta. Lauren Danielle Armineau. Christopher George Bell. Stephen Robert Belt. Christine Frances Berger. Amanda Brittany Bishop with distinction. Kelsey Francis Braun with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Development Studies, First Class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies with distinction, Kevin Michael Capuno. Josh Mitchell Cruikshank. Melissa Kathleen Dedemas. Fatima Andrea Guevara. Jenna Lorraine Kemp. Sahil Khan Kahar. Sarah Elizabeth Klim with distinction. Brendan Liam McCabe. Samara McQuestion with distinction. Madeleine Olivia Miller. Daniel Abraham Osman. Helga Paskivichita. Jamie Sue Roberts. Mateo Marie Rodriguez. Jennifer Lynn Ruxton. Yana Andreevna Soldatenko. Julie Ann Sorensen. Marilla Joy Siwa Wiley with distinction. Mark Levin Yap with distinction. Catherine May Yee with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Women's Studies, Hillary Irene Jahelka. Tiffany Megan Warholic. For the degree Bachelor of Communication and Culture, Ashton Ames Etler. For the degree Bachelor of Communication Studies, Michelle Julie Caron. Steve Aristide Zolang Fonjo. Adrian Stewart Hopkins. Eloy Montel. Colby Chad Mueller with distinction. Sabrina Marie Scarpino with distinction. Josephine Grace Liang with distinction. Amy Elizabeth Reading with distinction. Jordan Gregory Scott. Taylor Catherine Van Nest. Ian Andrew Principio Panganapan. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance, Maren Bjorndal. Elizabeth Rose Burney with distinction. Hillary Ain James with distinction. Catherine Rose Rogowski with distinction. Schuyler Ethan Desjardin. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama, Dylan Russell Forkheim. Taylor Nicole Hicks. Benjamin Kenneth Jones. Juliana Jacqueline Marie Kirjik with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama and a Bachelor of Arts in Greek and Roman Studies, Sydney Francis Collins Knapp. Jeremy David Lane. Haley Brianne McDonald. Serena Olfort. Jill Louise Pollock. Bernardo Pacheco. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama and a Bachelor of Arts in English and French, Nicole Lorraine Peltier. Connor Edward Pritchard with distinction. Kai Egan Samphire. Bridget Catherine Cairns Thomas. Elaine Yang. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts Honors in Visual Studies, Amelia Angelovska, first class. Isabel Adrienne Fernandez. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts Honors in Visual Studies, first class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies with distinction, Andrea Lauren Rizzuti. Eric Jung Woo. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Studies, Anbarine Arif Abir. Zareen Arif Abir. Cecilia Chung with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Education and the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Studies, Annie Cheng Ri-Hu. Ji Lan. Lorraine Lee Zimai. Ian Brendan McGee with distinction. Carolina Simone Munaz with distinction. Daryl Jane Padalaghag. Ankang Tui Tran. For the degree Bachelor of Music in Integrated Studies, Courtney Faith Dolan. Dara Joan Fensky with distinction. Brenna Jean Hartman. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor of Music in Integrated Studies, Andrew Ian Leach. Christopher Paul McDowell. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and a Bachelor of Music in Performance, James Chen. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Music in Performance and a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, Jennifer Mary Humphreys McAuliffe. Thomas Kajetan Morawski with distinction. Megan Nicole Van Horn with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Earth Science, Scott William Folk Bingham. Taylor Elise Forret. Cole Cameron Gabriel. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Geography, Christina Ann Braybrook with distinction. Catherine Luffy Hanley with distinction. Colby Ryan Jansen with distinction. Jaron Matthew Koning. Sandy Lamb with distinction. Mark Yi Wei Lim. Connor George Mayo. Dana Louise Mears. Cheryl Ann Laurel Moffett. Bradley Donald Newton. Christopher William Rolishik. Gavin Schneider with distinction. Talia Mary Waiminga. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Psychology, Nina Jean Anderson, first class. Kira Julia Grokut, first class. Ethan Andrew Harder, first class. Angelique Orr, first class. Melissa Danielle Pike, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with distinction and a Bachelor of Science Honors in Psychology, first class, Anna Sampson. Candice Laurie Spear, first class. Zainab Mohammed Akhtar. Erin Rebecca Joan Bauer, with distinction. Julian Audrey Cancio. Michaela Marie Coulin. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Audrey Anna Maria Cueva. Kathy Doe. Lily Tinwa Guan, with distinction. Shinya Shoresh Hamid. Vivian Lee. David Bruce Mackay, with distinction. Daniel Joseph May. Christy Jung Perry. Fiona Burke Ramsey. Arfa Saeed. Vanessa Sim. Marina Isabella Stropke. Christine Sveinson, with distinction. Maria Anna Louise Taylor, with distinction. Wing Sang-Yuan, with distinction. Mackenzie Urquhart. Olivia Rachel Walliser. Joanne Wan. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Arts.
Graduates, we recognize your hard work and your commitment to your studies and to your extracurricular activities. You've worked so hard for so long. We cannot express how proud of you we are. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, graduates. This ceremony is first and foremost a celebration of your success, for you are a very impressive group. But we're now at the point in the program where we honor graduates for special recognitions, those who have excelled in their studies to the point that they're singled out as a medal winner. The details of the medals we're awarding at this ceremony can be found on page 37 of your program. Eminent Chancellor and President, it's my honor to present to you, the Platform Party graduates and everybody else in attendance today, the following medal winners. The winner of the Faculty of Arts Gold Medal is Nina Anderson. Nina is an insightful and intelligent scholar, as evidenced by her impressive graduating GPA of 4.0. I'm happy to report that this is the first convocation this week where we've had a graduate with a 4.0 GPA. She has won many scholarships, including 2 prestigious NSERC Undergrad Student Research Awards. Nina's research tackled challenging questions, including examining the developmental emergence of inductive reasoning during early infancy. While maintaining such outstanding grades and carrying out research projects, Nina has actively engaged in serving her community. She volunteered for the Homelessness at Home program and was a meal exchange peer helper, to name a few. To recognize her outstanding academic record, she is the 2017 Faculty of Arts Gold Medalist. Congratulations, Nina. The winner of the silver medallion in art is Emilia Angelovska. The winner of the silver medallion in the School of Creative and Performing Arts is Thomas Warowski. The winner of the silver medal in geography is Sandy Lamb. And the winner of the silver medallion in psychology is Erin Bauer.
Our final award today is the University of Calgary's President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Established in 2008, the President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership is the highest honor a graduating student can receive in recognition for combining excellent academic achievement with outstanding leadership on campus. Eminent Chancellor, President Cannon, I would like to present Samantha Hossack for a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. She is graduating today with a Master of Strategic Studies. Samantha is dedicated to improving the student experience and has been actively involved in leadership roles with the Graduate Students Association, including President, and a variety of university committees, including the Board of Governors, General Faculties Council, and Faculty of Graduate Studies Council as a student member. Representing her fellow students in the local, provincial, and national communities, Samantha has met the Minister of Advanced Education advocating on behalf of graduate students in Alberta and is working to initiate information sharing best practices with student associations across Canada. Graduates, colleagues, family and friends, please join me in congratulating Samantha Hossack, this year's recipient of a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates. What a pleasure it's been for me and also for you to see these accomplished women and men cross our stage. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, the Faculties of Arts and Graduate Studies, to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Peter Mansbridge. Congratulations, and thank you, Peter, for your thoughtful address. Congratulations again to our medal winners from the Faculty of Arts, Vani, Nina, Emilia, Golara, Annam, Thomas, Sandy, Savannah, Aaron, Tiffany, Danielle, and Samantha. Thank you to our orator, Aretha Van Herk, for your moving citation for Dr. Mansbridge. You were awesome. Spring Convocation wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for music, thanks to Alf Miller, our piper, and also to the University of Calgary String Quartet under the direction of Edmund Agopian. And also to our vocalist, Laura Hines. Thank you all. A special thank you to our marshals, Glenn and George, you are my heroes. Also to our ushers, the sound team and comm media, and all the staff and volunteers who work behind the scenes and so hard to make today's convocation ceremony unfold so smoothly. To our graduates, through this ceremony, we've recognized your hard work and your commitment. You have stayed the course, and we're proud of everything that you've accomplished. Today is a day of celebration, so take photos with your families and friends, cherish the memories that you've made along the way, savor this moment, have fun, and be safe in your celebrations. You've done it. You're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. I'm a proud alumnus of the University of Calgary and honored to now be associated with you as fellow alumni. Congratulations. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.